Today we're going to discuss what happened to teammates when you play Trials solo. Because ever since Edge of Fate came out, I don't know what's happened, but these have been some of the worst players I've ever queued with in my life in Trials. Like beforehand, I was going solo flawless like maybe every week whenever I did play Trials. And that's not like a flex like, oh, I'm super good, but I'm definitely not like a bad player. But like I could do a 1v3 if I need to, but now it's like if you can't 1v3, you're not going flawless. Because like your teammates you get now, it could be a new account. It might be a new account. And it's apparently there's like team matchmaking or something, and I'm sure there's a tweet out there with the changes. But honestly, I'm not gonna go read that. But I just think like the team balancing is pretty bad. Like let's say like this is a example. Let's say I'm the really good player. I'll get two really bad players to weigh it out, and they'll get three okay players. So it'll almost always end up in a 3v1, which is like, okay, great. Oh, 3v1 is cool sometimes, but not when it's like the whole match. And it's like you get teammates that don't know when to res. If it's a 1v1, they'll push the kill instead of getting the res when you really don't need to. They don't know how to look at maps. Like the radar is the most important thing I would say in Crucible. The abilities, they don't know if they have abilities. That they don't even know what those are. Weapons, can't aim. It's actually some of the worst players I've ever seen. I've seen like people. One guy in my match, he was trying a consecration build in Crucible, and I'm like, bro, we're in Trials. He said, I'm trying out something new. Why are we doing that here? Like Trials is like the pinnacle, quote quote, of the Destiny endgame Crucible. And it's like we have people, there's another passage, which I think you really need to start, people need to start using that for practice. Because you come into the Lighthouse passage and you may never like see your second win, ever. And it's like, there's some improving to do, but I think a lot of Destiny players don't like having to improve at all. They would rather the things be handed to them. And that goes throughout the game. But I do think they don't really like working for things or getting dogged in Crucible and then being like, you know what, maybe I should get better. Like maybe it's on me to become a better player. But and then you keep queuing Trials and you keep messing up other people's games. It's like, okay, you're not actually real players. And I'm sure Bungie's done something with the matchmaking because I don't think it was not this bad before. But now it's like, I don't know. Trials is, it was cool the first weekend when they first updated it, like I think last season. But right now it's like there's not much reason to play Trials. Sure, you get tier 5s if you're at 450. I'm at 450, but I get tier 5s, but it's also like a lot of the weapons aren't very desirable. Like the AR is like good in Crucible. The shotgun hand cannon, that's good. Aisha's Embrace, which is actually really annoying in Crucible. Forgiveness, it's cool. And then Unwavering Duty, which is, it's cool if you like LMGs and like builds and all that. But I feel like a lot of it really isn't like incentivizing anybody to really want to play Trials. And maybe that's a player-based thing and not like a loot thing. Maybe the loot is good and I just don't care for it. But I feel like Trials is becoming a lot of either really fresh players versus like a lot of experienced players. No in between. So it's like they need to do something about that because I feel like why am I being queued with new lights and the other team is like three accounts that have been playing for like at least a couple of years and they still play actively, because you're immediately at a disadvantage, right? Like there's nothing you can do. I mean, you can play in a 3-stack, but playing in a 3-stack you'll probably get other sweaty 3-stacks, maybe cheaters. I've been actually pretty lucky. I haven't gotten really any cheaters when I play Trials now, or comp I've gotten a few, but Trials I've been pretty safe, I can't lie. Mostly I'm guessing that's because you have to buy the expansion now to play Trials, and people probably don't want to do that. But I don't know. But I haven't got many cheaters. But threes is cool. I know you do. I think you get more loot for playing in a 3-stack. But if you don't have friends, it's like, okay, well, you can't do that automatically. So you will have to do solo. But I feel like solo needs to be way better than it is right now, because it's just a turnoff if you even want to think about playing Trials at all by yourself. In my opinion, what I think they should do I think you should get more loot or something so you're incentivized to play solo trials. So all the good players aren't like automatically just in a three stack already with like, you know, top people to either do carries or anything like that. Like understand, like, because right now there's like bonus loot for doing threes, but I also feel like you're basically there's could be people out there that play solo all weekend and they don't go flawless at all. So I think you should maybe get more loots like for playing solo because you're actually just like gambling every match you queue because you can have like either the great players or players that actually don't know what input they have plugged in right now. And it really just depends on like if you get lucky. You could get unlucky 7 matches in a row. You could get lucky 6 matches and lose it on the seventh. It really all just depends. But I don't know what they could do anymore because they've reworked trials. I don't know how many times now. Maybe incentivize solo players, but Bungie also goes off these charts that I don't think anybody actually cares about or shows anything good. They just like they manipulate the charts to show what they want to see, and then they're like, "Oh, see, we told you." It's like that's how it is, bro. But yeah, I don't know. But the trials teammates, it's becoming a problem because this has never been this bad, and maybe it's because the declining population, like you know, again. But it's like, how many times is the population going to decline before we get some actual changes, right? Like Pete Parsons stepped down. Is that gonna fix anything? I honestly don't think so. But something needs to happen because right now, as it is, I don't think PvP at least is going any direction. And I'm not even a PvP player for real. I'm more PvE. But it's like the thing about Destiny, there's both PvE, PvP. You want to play both, you can play both. But I don't think. I think right now both are kind of suffering. PvP more so. Meta, etc. There's a bunch of issues with it, but yeah, I think Destiny also has like dedicated players for PvP because of the gunplay specifically and the movement, just how the game feels. But they're gonna lose all that if they don't make some changes soon enough, just to the overall player enjoyment of the game, especially for on the PvP side. But yep, that's all I got for today. Let me know what y'all think.